Hi everyone, this quick tutorial is just to show you once again how to put some embellishments on a themed tutu you may be creating. We're doing a New York Yankees style. We're going to add some ribbon and then some embellishments in the baseball theme. So let's get started. The first thing that I suggest you do is get your trusty fabric softener and good water solution and go ahead and spray it all the way around just to make your tool more flat just while you're working. You can always poof it back up, but I find it easier with the tool not being in the way as much when you put this solution on there. Now we've created this with the pixie style cut. That's where it's angled. Now, if you're making a New York Yankees or any Major League Baseball, MLB team, just use their jersey colors as your theme colors for your tutu. And then pick out some embellishments that'll really make it stand out. We've gotten some buttons. That was the best thing I found. You can also use felt embellishments. Now, the only thing with these is you'll need to cut the shank off if you're not going to sew it, if you want it to lay flat. If you don't mind it showing, don't worry about it. One thing I did want to share with y'all, when you buy a package of the buttons, do not think that you're going to get a whole bunch. This came with 10 and it was over $5. So it can get pricey if you're going to use these all over. There's various types of sports that they offer, and I think it's called Dress It Up, and I got them on Amazon. Check out Etsy if you just need a few yards of ribbon, because I do believe there's a lot of sellers on there that offer your ribbon by the yard. Now, if you'll notice here, I've got the gray as the main color. On the sides, I've got a little bit of the navy blue, sort of like the arms, if you will. And then I have the navy blue in the middle, and this again is for the New York Yankees. This I haven't decided if I'm going to keep or not. I was looking to find in white the NY logo, but so far the prices I found aren't conducive to my customers' needs. Take your trusty glue gun, pick out your spot. Remember to move your tool away from the rest of the tool. The tool that you want to put it on, move that, separate that from the rest of the tool so you don't get any hot glue on there. Okay? Now, these buttons, because they're not felt and they're made out of like plastic or acrylic, they're going to be a little bit heavier. So you may want to take the top two pieces of tool to put it on. Alright? Pick your spot, lift it up, put a dab of glue. Because remember, you can always add more and it's less mess for you. Add a dab of glue. Let's see if I can. I'm going to leave the shank on here. I added way too much glue. When you add too much glue, you can use the tip of your glue gun and you can gently rub it and take that excess off. Again, lifting the tool up, pick your spot, press firmly. Now, as you're pressing firmly, what you can do is you can pull that tool, and with the other finger you're pushing the button. Now my glue dried because I took too much off, so I'm just going to reheat the glue by pressing the tip of the glue gun on there. Wait a few seconds. Make sure that glue saturates your in-between spots on that tool. You know how it's made with holes, diamond size holes or hexagon holes. You can blow on it if you want. If you want to do it quickly, you can just keep it flipped over, move on to another section. Remember, pick your tool spot again. These buttons are a little heavier than normal, so I'm going to use 2 pieces of tool instead of 1. I've got it separated from the rest. Press firmly, and that's all you have to do. I'll add the rest of these and we will add the ribbon. Some other embellishments you can use. These are felties and they have a sticky back, but don't count on that for your tutu creation. Make sure you use your hot glue. Now we're just going to add our New York Yankee gross grain ribbon, and then this will be ready to go. I'm really going to make this look like it is a tutu skirt for a fan of the New York Yankees. And all you have to do is get you some printed ribbon that supports the team of your choice. Now we've got 2 different kinds, but it's the New York Yankees we're making this tutu about. We've got this one. Now remember, when you are doing your ribbon on here, that if you're doing the slip knot method, you want to double the length that you want it to be. If not, if you wanted it to be at the bottom of the tool and you don't double the length, you're going to have it too short. Okay? Also, remember this is one-sided, so if you have any issues with making things like bows to accent this or whatever, and you aren't good at doing the bows, you might want to look for the double-sided. Okay, so you cut the length that you want. Now, before you heat seal it, say you want a design besides a square. Go ahead and make that design, and then you're going to run your lighter across. Okay, be careful not to burn yourself. And you want to do this quickly because you can melt it and then it'll distort the shape that you've made. Now I only have to make the design on one part because I'm not doing the slip knot method. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make me a loop. Okay, so instead of having to double it, only this extra is being used. All you need to do now, after both sides are after the bottom and the top are heat sealed, check your length, make sure that's where you want it. Now take your trusty glue gun and just put a small ribbon across the bottom. And the reason why I say this is you may find you want to adjust it, and this will be easier to do. Keep your tool away from your ribbon that's got glue on it. Match it up as closely as possible if it's not double-sided. Press firmly. Let that dry for a moment if you've got it where you want. And then you can add a little bit more glue so that way you know it's secure. And that's all you have to do. Let's see if you can see that. See? Pick the design you want. I want a diamond shape. And that's all you have to do. Now run your lighter, being careful, quickly over the edges so that way you heat seal it. And there you go. Pick your spot. Does that look about right where you want it? Make that decision. Now again, kind of push your tool out of the way. Take your glue gun put a ribbon of glue. And now try to match it up as closely as possible if it is, again, single-sided. And there we go. And here we have our finished New York Yankee fan tutu. If you liked our channel, please subscribe. You can find all of our links on our YouTube homepage and Google Plus page. We also include our links at the end of each video. Thank you so much for viewing. You're the best. And remember, whatever you create is going to be fantastic because you took the time to create it.